What's going on, my YouTube people? How's everybody doing? I missed you guys, man. I'm sorry for another late video. I know you guys have been asking me what's going on. Um, but things in my personal life and work get a little crazy, so I try my best to find as much time as I can to make these videos. I've been a little busy, so I want to thank you for your patience and all your support. But hey guys, I got a little bit of something to talk about. I'm not going to be long in this video. I just want to talk about some of the frustrations that I have with the S95C. As you can see on the left, we have the S95C. I'll pull up the menu so you can see what it looks like. And you can probably pretty much tell by the menu that this is indeed the S95C. And to surprise, guys, I got my A95K back. Last year's S95 or Sony A95K. And, you know, the reason why I brought this TV back, I actually wanted to run some comparisons. I know a lot of people have been asking between the S95C and the A95K. And to answer a lot of other people's questions, I'm just waiting for the A95L. And What I'm going to do is run some comparisons on all three TVs in a row, the S95C, the A95L, and the G3. I'm just going to put them all in a row, all at 77-inch. We're going to run gaming comparisons. We're going to let the TVs go all out. We're not going to care too much about accuracy. We're going to do a lot of the out-of-the-box comparisons. With gaming, we're going to just do a lot of different comparisons and 4K movies. We're gonna hype it up. So, anyways, I got the A95K back, guys. I missed the TV. I missed the how universal it was as far as customizing your settings. Um, so I'm just putting this side by side, just to let these two kind of run together. Um, and I wanted to talk about specifically the A95K today. I'm sorry, not the A95K, but the S95C. And what I want to talk about really quick, I'm just going to let this run in the background while I talk about it, is the frustration of owning an S95C. Um, and let me tell you guys, I love the TV. Don't get me wrong. It is a great TV, but it is a great TV when it's actually working the way it's designed to work. And I say that with emphasis because yesterday I was trying to make a video for you guys yesterday, but I had so many connection issues just because I'm rearranging everything. As you can tell right now, usually I have three TVs all set up, lined up, but I got rid of the 83-inch G2 just to keep you guys up to date. I put the S95C right here. That's where the G2 was, and then I had the other two TVs to the right of it, the G3 and the S95C, and I would run a bunch of comparisons. And as you guys know who've been following me, that's how I had my setup. Um, so since then, since my last video, I got rid of the 83-inch G3, so got rid of that one, and then I started moving things around. So as you can see, the S95C right now is where the G2 was, the 83-inch G2, and um, the problem that I had with the connection issues is as I'm moving everything around, my PS5 again was getting just multiple dropouts. And I'm not talking about, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 20 minutes here. I'm talking instantaneously. These dropouts started happening. It's not my HDMIs. I got extremely high quality HDMIs. I made sure I troubleshooted. It took me about 2 hours to finally get the TV up and running again with the PS5. Um, and the main problem is when you do a power cycle and you turn off the S95C, it goes through a power cycle, and then it loses its memory connection or whatever you want to call it to my HDMI, and then and the problem is that what I'm doing is I'm taking the PS5 and I'm plugging it into the HDMI port, but it's a different PS5. It's not the original PS5 that was connected to it. So that's another new connection to the same port, right? So what I'm noticing is that because the PS5 um, is a different PS5 into the HDMI, it started doing the dropouts again. So what I started doing was basically what I did was I constantly kept turning the TV off and turning it back on to at least let the TV boot while the PS5 was on at the same time. And then I would get the picture up of the PS5 menu and I'll try to scramble through as fast as I can to shut the PS5 back off so I can do a master reset on the PS5 and change my HDCP settings because that usually works. Um, but the problem is it wasn't letting me do that. And then um, it would just lose connection altogether, right? And I wouldn't. There would be no source connection, no nothing. It would just say it would tell me that the S95C has received the PS5 signal, but there would be no picture. All right. So again, I would turn off the S95C, turn it back on, and I would get a picture, but at the same time, it'll just drop out again instantaneously. So finally, I got it to work. Right. I got it up, and I had it running. Um, then the other problem was once I had it running, it would automatically go into standard mode. Game mode would not be on. So you go to your settings, you turn game mode on, and then the signal would drop out again. Right? So I'm like, what is going on here? I don't understand. So I backtracked again. The signal was just going crazy. I'm talking constant dropouts like every 2 seconds, right? So in that time frame, I unplug the HDMI from the PS5. I plug it back in. I turn off the TV, still with the PS5 powered on. Then I turned back on the S95C and I got a straight connection, right? Where it didn't drop out, at least drop out instantaneously. So it gave me enough time to go ahead, turn the PS5 off and do a master reset, go through the settings, and then go through the HDCP. Then I changed it from auto to 1.4 through the PS5, and then I was good. That worked. But my point is that the dropout issues on the Samsungs, this is just something that, just to let you guys know, is not new to me, right? It's just for some reason it's more extreme on the S95C than it's ever been, and I knew this was going to happen. I've called it before. I told you guys before. I had bad luck with the old One Connect box on a QLED that I had back in about 2017, where I was getting dropouts, and then all of a sudden um, the Connect One box just failed, and then I had to pay another, I think it was like 700, 650, $700 to replace it, which really aggravated me. So I'm not a fan of the One Connect box. Um, and I thought that maybe over the years they'd improve it, at least the connection issues, but they haven't. It's that simple. The TV itself, when it's working, as you can tell, is absolutely beautiful. I mean, you have two QD OLEDs right here, right next to each other. One of last year, the A95K, and the S95C this year. And you can tell they just look gorgeous. Um, so the problem is the connection issues can literally make you want to take your TV, throw it in the middle of the street, and run it over. That's how annoying these connection issues are. So I personally can't really recommend a TV that gives you a horrible ownership experience. I just really can't. So again, when the picture is working, it's phenomenal. It's one of the best TVs in the entire market. You're not going to have any, serious issues, anything like that. You're going to be fine. Um, once it's working, I don't think, people are really going to experience this 100%. I think there's going to be a lot of people out there who, you know, will not really have to deal with it. And just to let you guys know that it's really only with the PS5. I've had the Series X connected to it, no issues. When I stream, there's no issues. Um, and on whether it's built internally or externally, there's really no issues like a Fire Stick or anything like that. Specifically with me personally with the PS5, and I hear that PC players or PC gamers also get dropouts. And that's a little out of my league. I've never done that before, but I do know with the PS5 that in the Samsung, and this is also in the past with my QLEDs, I've had the same issues before. So it's just a handshake issue, and I get it, but I don't understand why Samsung has not resolved that issue. It's just ridiculous at this point. You're paying up to $5,000 for a TV, right? And you're going to get that type of experience. I mean, come on now. That's just ridiculous. You shouldn't have to be able to deal with that when you pay that much money. So I can't recommend to any of my friends, family members, or whoever really asks for a TV that just has those kinds of issues. That is a quality issue. That is, even though it's a software issue, that's still a quality issue. So you have hardware quality, you have software quality, in my opinion. And if one or the other is failing, then it's just a horrible experience. So that's the biggest thing about the S95C, in my personal opinion. That's the only reason why I really wanted to make this video, is just to talk a little bit about that. But as you can see, once you finally get it running, it's a beautiful TV. I mean, look at it. You can't go wrong. So, you know, um, it's just that particular thing. I have the LG G3. I have, as you can see, the A95K right there. I've had the S95B didn't even have these issues at all. Um, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I've definitely experienced it, and experienced it more than once. Um, and I don't experience that with any other TV out there, no other brand. So I would expect something like that from like Vizio, not a $5,000 77-inch panel. You know what I mean? So that's just, if you're paying that much money, you're supposed to have a high-end experience, and it's not a high-end experience. So it is a very, very frustrating experience. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say, guys. I hope you guys appreciate this video. Just to let you guys know, the A95L is on the way. I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing some comparisons there. If you guys have any suggestions, any requests, please let me know. And I'm sorry if the picture in these two TVs looks blown out. When I switched everything, I was just kind of rushing. I didn't set my camera settings or my picture settings in there correctly. So this is kind of out of the box the way it looks, but as you can see, it still looks great even out of the box for both TVs. And I didn't really get to mess around with the settings or anything like that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. I love you guys. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you found this video helpful, please let me know. The S95C, a great TV when it's working, but a long time ownership experience. This is what I'm basically telling you guys. It is just sometimes a nightmare. I can't even stress enough how extremely annoyed I was yesterday trying to figure this out, and it wasn't working. constantly, and it was just one thing after another. And once you fix one thing, you have to fix another, and then when you fix that thing, it backtracks, and you have to start all over again. And especially when in the game mode, for some reason, it kept dropping the signal completely out. So I have no clue why I was doing that. That was actually my first experience actually with that happening, going from changing it in the menu system from regular picture mode to game mode, and it just for some reason just kept dropping out. I don't know why it did that. If anybody else has some insight in that, please feel free to share. But thank you guys. I'm gonna see you on the next one very soon. I also have the Hisense U8K. I bought that TV as more of a fun recreational TV. So when I bring the G3 back to this area here, at least I'll have something to watch. But I'll do some comparisons in the meantime with that one, just so you guys can see. I know that a lot of gamers really like that TV, so that's why I got it. Because as you know, I play a lot of games. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.